This session will introduce you to a variety of techniques that help students to reflect back on their learning journey. Good morning, Dr. William. Everyone too excited to learn some strategies that promote students' abilities to reflect back.
Thank you for hosting me. I am sure that we will learn a lot together. Today I will introduce you to some of these strategies. First, is about writing the 1-minute paper. A 1-minute paper may be defined as a very short, in-class writing activity, taking 1 minute or less to complete, in response to an instructor-posed question, which prompts students to express their expectations or to reflect on the day's lesson and provides the instructor with useful feedback. At any time of the class, simply set a timer and ask students to record their most eye-opening revelations or biggest questions. This activity lets students reflect on learning and build writing skills, plus you'll get a window into their needs, expectations, understandings and misunderstandings. I will give you some examples of questions that can be used as minute paper prompts. If we want to evaluate students' interest, then we can design questions such as, without looking at your notes, what was most memorable or stands out in your mind about today's class, or, what was the most surprising and/or unexpected idea expressed in today's discussion, or, looking back at your notes, what would you say was the most stimulating idea discussed in today's class? Also you may ask them, what interesting questions remain unanswered about today's topic? If we want to evaluate session's relevance, then we can design questions such as, in your opinion, what was the most useful idea discussed in today's class, or, during today's class, what idea struck you as things you could or should put into practice? You may also ask them, what example or illustration cited in today's class could you relate to the most? If we want to evaluate students' attitudes or opinion, then we can design questions such as, what was the most persuasive or convincing argument, or counterargument, that you heard expressed in today's discussion? Or, was there a position taken in today's class that you strongly disagreed with, or found to be disturbing and unsettling? Also, can ask something such as what idea expressed in today's class strongly affected or influenced your personal opinions, viewpoints, or values? If we want to evaluate students' analytical ability, then we can design questions such as, then you can ask something like, what did you perceive to be the major purpose or objective of today's class? Or, what do you think was the most important point or central concept communicated during today's presentation? And finally, if we want to evaluate students' ability on conceptual connection, then we can design questions such as, what relationship did you see between today's topic and other topics previously covered in this course, or what was discussed in class today that seemed to connect with what you are learning or have learned in other courses? Second, is the sketch reflections. Sketch notes are rich visual notes created from a mix of handwriting, drawings, hand-drawn typography, shapes, and visual elements like arrows, boxes, and lines. Asking students to take sketch notes, even without providing them templates to use, can prompt them to consider how ideas and examples are related, in a way that more traditional note-taking might not. Sketch notes promote active processing of information. They foster a useful balance of main ideas and details, they help students develop more robust knowledge organizations, and they aid understanding and recall through dual coding. Third, we'll introduce you to create reflection snowballs, which will bring out your students' full energy. After a mini lecture or presentation, all your students write a key reflection on a sheet of paper and crumple it up. Then they toss their papers to the other side of the room. Once students catch a snowball, they read it, add something new and repeat. Fourth, is about using dedicated reflection journals. Journaling is a tried-and-true reflection activity, especially for practicum-based programs like nursing and education where it's crucial that students connect theory to reality. Students will be encouraged to write down what happened, what went right and what went wrong and how can improve in the next time. Fifth, is about asking students to write blogs. If you'd like to take reflection into the cloud, blogs can be an excellent way to give student writing more value. And it's simple to bring in links, images, videos, and more. You may also train the simplest and most popular reflection technique by recording a performance video. To give your students a fresh perspective on a presentation, performance, or practical skill development, use video record. Watching themselves can give them, and you, incredible insights into their progress. Another popular reflection technique is the exit slip. Before students leave your class, ask them to quickly jot down what they've learned on a sticky note, or answer another reflection question. 8th, is taking reflection break. Reflection can't be forced, but it is a habit that can be instilled. Build reflective practice by stopping work periodically and encouraging students to record their thoughts about what they've learned. You can boost the reflection by having students share their thoughts with a peer. Eventually, students will start to reflect on their own, without your direction. 10th, encourage students try reflecting out loud. Reflection doesn't have to be purely solitary. Sometimes big insights come when students have the chance to share their reflections with a larger group. That's why active learning classrooms should be easy to reconfigure for different activities, giving opportunities for both quiet reflection and group sharing. These are few techniques, and still there is a long list. All what you need is to encourage your students to reflect back on their performance for future improvement.